Good afternoon, viewers. This time in our episode, I am pleased to have Smita with us. Smita in IIHM looks after the marketing, events, and of course, one of the most important facets that all of us wait the year round, and that is the YCO. The YCO, or the Young Chefs Olympiad, is a creation of this particular institute for which not only our institute but the entire industry and rightly so the world is proud of today. Absolutely. So Smita, welcome to the show. And a couple of things we'd like to have from you share to the audience. So to your mind, what does exactly YCO stand for? Right. First of all, good afternoon, Mr. Mukherjee. Good afternoon, everyone who's watching. And as you asked me, what does YCO stand for me, it stands for friendship. For me, it stands for bringing the world together. And not only in terms of food, not only in terms of the competition, but also the exchange of the tradition, exchange of the ideas, exchange of education. There's a whole plethora of knowledge that gets exchanged when the YCO happens in India, not only in Kolkata, but of course, as you know, the YCO are in various stages. I believe it travels all across various important cities, absolutely, within the institutes, and correct, you have a lot of people coming in. So, right, you have to explain how the genesis of this started and when did it start and where has it reached as of now. Wonderful. So, yes, the idea, of course, came from Dr. Subodhra Bose, the chairman of IIHM in Smart and the Young Chef Olympiad. In which year was this? So, this happened somewhere in 2014, 2015 early. In around January, February, when they were thinking about having a competition because Dr. Bose likes to come up with ideas that have not been thought about before. So he something was thinking something unique, absolutely, and something that will benefit the hospitality industry, something that will benefit the students of IIHM it started with, but then now as we saw that it snowballed into helping the world students of culinary arts. So he was thinking of starting a competition that will benefit for the chef students of across the world. We have a lot of competitions that are already there, established competitions for professional chefs. But there was no competition that was focused solely on the young chefs, student chefs of the world. True. There were a lot of competitions. I mean, there are internal competitions held within institutes, yes, but nothing on this sort of a scale. Correct. And let's say a nation, but this is not nation, it's sort of international. Absolutely. So there are a lot of competitions that happen within a country. There will be competitions for young chefs within Italy. There might be competitions in other nations of the world. But there was no competition that will bring all these students together on one platform to showcase their culinary talent. So that's how it started, and the first YCO happened in 2015. That was the first YCO, and of course, as the years have gone by, we are going to welcome the 10th Young Chef Olympiad. And how many nations are we expecting this time? Well, this time the nation tally is at 60 and it's growing. 60 plus. Absolutely. Wonderful. Absolutely. Wonderful. So it started off with only 15 countries. I remember in 2014 I was posted in Malaysia. Right. At that point of time, a call came from Dr. Bose, yes, advocating to get a good college. And yes, I had really no idea what this was all about. Right. Because we are used to intra-collegiate, yes, competition. Absolutely. So Taylor's was one college I, yes, think I had put on. Right. And from there to 60 plus is a great achievement, Smita. You are YCO personified to us, no, and you have been handholding this all the way through, as I know. Yes. Well, it has been, absolutely a pleasure to be associated with YCO. Of course, it's not a one-person's job. There's a whole team behind, making it's a mammoth job. Absolutely. So, 8 or 9 cities, culminating in Calcutta, starting with Calcutta, yes, ending with Calcutta. No, it starts in Delhi. So, all the countries land in Delhi. We have the opening ceremony in Delhi. Then the teams are divided into various groups. The group draw happens they come into Delhi. So it happens usually in the month of November, December for the competition to happen in the next year, January and February. So the teams are pre-decided. But everyone lines up in Delhi. We have the opening ceremony.
two teams stay back in Delhi, which is usually Group A and Group B. They have their first round competition there, and the other groups, which will be C, D, E, F, G, they travel to various cities in Kolkata, in India. Sorry. So they will go to Pune, they will go to Goa, they will go to Hyderabad, they will go to Bangalore for the first round, and after that, everyone comes back to Kolkata for the finale. So you have the round two, the finale, the Dr. Bose challenge, which was introduced last year. Absolutely. I also see over a period of time the type of judging that takes place. It's kind of exciting. It's also scary if you look back because the people you have, they are also celebrities in many senses, more than one. Michelin stars, celebrity chefs, TV chefs, people who really understand cuisine. So some of them, would you like to name? Who are they and normally who come in? The first name that comes to my mind definitely is Professor David Foskett. He is a very, very respected. He is absolutely. I mean, he needs no introduction. Educator in his own right. Absolutely, he's a member of the British Empire. He is a MBE. OBE, yeah. Yes, he's a MBE. MBE, yeah. Yes. So he is the chairman of the jury. Right. So it starts from there. So you have someone like Professor Foskett as chairman of the jury. Over the years, we have Chef Andreas Mueller, who has been associated with us. Chef John Wood. We have had Chef Enzo Oliveri, who's very closely associated with Young Chef Olympiad. We have Chef Peter Jones. So the list goes on and on. Of course, Chef Neil Rippington, I think. Yes, also. Absolutely, and we are so glad that he is our national chefs. Yes, so this happens to be the international gamut, which they are already well known across the globe. So if you take Chef Andreas Mueller, or if you take any other chefs who are already associated with various championships across the world, so and professional championships and master chefs also. Absolutely. And some of them are master chefs. Yes, Chef Gary McLean. He is the national chef of Scotland. Absolutely. So he is associated. So the names that are associated, international names, they carry a lot of weight. So any country that is coming in, and mind you, the countries that are putting forward the teams to come to Young Chef Olympiad know the status of Young Chef Olympiad, so they choose the best of the students to come to India. And a mentor. And a mentor that comes and travels along. Yes, so unlike in other professional championships where the mentors are also involved in the cooking, here the culinary part, the culinary competition part is taken only care of by so the what a student. Lot of exchange of culture, food, yes, cuisine, yes, history. Yes. This really is the United Nations of a culinary challenge. Absolutely, so you hit the nail on fantastic. The head. Absolutely. So, to your mind, what are some of the key things that students, okay, as future aspirant chefs, yes, would have taken home after participating or even looking at this competition? So there is a very important aspect of Young Chef Olympia. We always say this is not just a competition. You come here to make friends, you come here to learn, and you come here to get your knowledge across to other person also. So it is extremely important to understand that the days that they are here with us, there's an exchange of knowledge. It's not 1 or 2 days. Yeah. It's not. It's almost a week. So we usually start on 28th or 29th of January, and it goes on to 3rd or 4th of Feb, depending on the Saturday, Sunday. So it varies every year, but usually the timeline is similar every year. And once they come to Kolkata, there is a fantastic event that takes place, which is called the United World of Young Chefs. Now, this is an event where the countries that are joining us, they put forward their national dish. Oh, wonderful. In the national costume. So it's not only culinary experience that you are giving the guests who are coming in, it's also the traditional, the cultural, absolutely. And it just goes to show that there's so much talent. There's so many different variety of cuisines available in the world. We know the ones that we are familiar with. We know the Chinese. Now Korean food is really popular. Now we have started knowing Korean, Italian, Mexican. And so many others, for instance, because the nations that I see, you get people from coming in as far as
Turkey,
Yes.
Ukraine, Colombia, South
Yes.
America.
Absolutely.
Now you got someone coming in from Vietnam,
Yes.
And so on and so forth. So, what are some of the key things that our own trainers or teachers take away after these sort of functions?
Right.
Particularly the YCO.
Absolutely. So during the YCO, we make sure that the students of IIHM benefit from the mentors who are coming in, or as we were just talking about the chefs that come in as judges. So that is a
And these mentors themselves are chefs of repute themselves. So
yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, for example, we have had chef from Switzerland, Chef Sean Leonard, who has been the mentor throughout these last 9 years, but now he's coming in as a judge. So the mentors themselves are at the levels where they are ready to judge competitions. So that brings up the level of the competition because that's the knowledge they are imparting to the contestant who's coming into, coming into the competition.
One platform, the bar of cuisine, international, not only domestic, is being highlighted to such a beautiful extent.
Yes.
Just because of one competition called the YCO.
Absolutely.
And also for the world to understand and appreciate the beauty of Indian cuisine as well.
Yes.
Of which we have a great heritage.
Yes. So
this is truly a Make in India program if you look at it.
Absolutely. It is. And for our students, we make sure that the judges who are coming in, the mentors who are coming in, and I must say we never had to ask anyone to do a class for our students because they are so forthcoming. Wow. They want to share their experience. Absolutely. We have master classes for our students. Now, the beauty of this is this gets recorded and it can be shared across.
Wonderful. So through our own internal learning channels, the funneling of all these learnings also get projected throughout the year. Fantastic. A final couple of liners from you. What do you see as the future of YCO? Through your own eyes, through your own words.
I know for sure that from 60 we are going to go to 70. From there we are going to go to 80, and we are going to. It's going to be a regular Olympiad. What we talk about in terms of sports, the number of countries, because this time around we had inquiry. We never had to reach out to the countries. So we have had inquiries from the countries coming in.
So nations waiting for this event to happen rather than you trying to actually acquire numbers.
I still remember the first mail inquiring about YCO 24 came in the month of March 2023. So that is the level of preparedness that the countries want to make sure that they put forward the best of the student. So they are working a year in advance for the next competition to start.
With these wonderful words, ladies and gentlemen, Smita, YCO personified to us, Godspeed, God bless, and let this year's show be absolutely rocking, wonderful, and lay the foundation for even more beautiful YCO.
Absolutely. We promise that it's going to be the biggest and the most spectacular Young Chef Olympiad that anyone has ever seen. It's going to
look out for the new YCO coming up in January 2024. IIHM.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.